I'm Brad Leavitt, AFT Construction. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. We're going to give you a little background on the Curious Builder Collective. So we just recently hosted our first ever Curious Builder Collective here in Phoenix. This is actually something that started in Minneapolis and is now all across the US. You know, the next one's going to be in Atlanta and San Antonio and other markets throughout the country. The purpose is, a lot of you know that follow us, we are all about collaboration over competition. One of those is in regard to the Contractor Coalition Summit. Over the years, through social media, a lot of builders have reached out to say, hey Brad, we'd love to follow your operation at AFT. You know, see a lot of people on social media are familiar with the staff and team here at AFT because they have their own AFT handles and all that they do to build the AFT brand. And so we get a lot of inquiries about people that want to shadow and kind of see our day-to-day operation. Well, it is very difficult as a business owner to have people come and shadow you as you're trying to run your company. You have family, children, you know, the normal day-to-day that all of us have in running our business. So we decided to start the Contractor Coalition Summit. We partnered with Nick from NS Builders out in Boston, Tyler from TRG Home Concepts, and then Morgan from Construction Style Minneapolis. And the collective group, all of us work in different markets throughout the US. We work in different scopes of work. You know, Tyler, one-man operation, runs his whole business. You have Nick, that is kind of a hybrid between commercial and residential, you know, spec home and remodel. You know, a lot of you are familiar with us at AFT, larger firm, you know, 26 employees, much different than NS and TRG, and then Construction and Style, doing their own design build and very active in marketing. You know, a lot of DIY, but they also self-perform a lot of their own work. And so a lot of it's in-house, and they also have the event side. So you have these different perspectives. Well, through that, we've made some amazing connections with the builders that have attended. And this goes back to the collaboration of over competition. And so we've had some incredible people attend, one of which was Mark Williams, who came to our first ever event in Nashville. And we've built a strong rapport and friendship with Mark over the years. He's attended 3 or 4 of the summits over the years. After I hosted him on my podcast, he started his podcast, which is the Curious Builder podcast. And from that, you know, we've seen this hunger from builders that maybe don't have the time to attend the national event, that we can do a local chapter event. And so these events are structured around finance, contracts, and so many amazing topics that we all need in our business. This first one we hosted was about finance, and we had roughly 25 builders from all over Phoenix attend, you know, speaking about finance. And we break out in groups, and in these groups we have discussion points. So there's key points and takeaways that we walk through, and it really helps us understand how we're running our business. One of the most impactful things that came up in this last collective that we had in Phoenix is a few of the builders had attended the summit before, and we've extensively reviewed financials and specifically deposits, and they were operating their deposits different than what we had spoken about in the summit. And having the breakout group where we spoke about how we do our deposits, they actually are going to go back and do some refinement into their financial structure. So a ton of benefit. Again, this is such a collaborative environment, and we hope to see you at the next one. We're going to be hosting in May, and this will be here in Scottsdale, and this will be reviewing contracts as a follow-up to the financial one we did. But again, collaboration over competition. We have an incredible group of builders here in our local market. We also had some architects and designers attend and some suppliers. So it's a great networking event.